원치 않는단 말해 꿈도 꾸지 말라 해 만날 일은 없다 해 Say it 아예 관심조차 없다 해 차라리 가라고 해 솔직하게 말해 Say it
Hey guys! Oh, there's a dog here. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I did this look, which took me a million hours to do because my camera kept on dying, although I charged it before doing this video. But anyways, I did this look using the Copper Spice palette from Morphe that just came out a few weeks ago, and this is my first time using this palette and I love it. I love it. All these warm tones together, and I'm a warm ass bitch. I love my warm tones, and the pigment is really good, and the price point, you can't beat it. Like, let's be real here. I love it. I think you guys are really, if you don't have this palette, you should grab it. I don't know if they're still selling it. It might be limited edition. I have no idea. But if it's still out there, I think, and you love warm tones, go for it. Go for it. I think this palette is like less than like 20 bucks, I believe. And you can do so many looks with it. Like, you can't beat it. So if you guys want to see how I got this look, then just keep on watching. So first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna start prepping the skin. I'm gonna use my Bobbi Brown eye cream, and I'm only just gonna grab a little bit and tap it on the under eyes. Then I'm gonna prep my skin with the Nivea Post Shave Balm. I grab just a little bit, like a dime-sized amount. It smells like a man that I don't have. The Nivea Men Post Shave Balm is perfect if you want to get an inexpensive primer. It's just it's like around like $5 or $6. It's not expensive at all. Instead of wasting like $20, $30 or something on like a crazy good primer, this one's really good. It has a lot of glycerin in it, so it helps the makeup just stick to your face. I fill in my brows according to my mood. Sometimes I want these crazy Instagram brows like a coulda bitch, but sometimes, you know, I want more like a fluffy brow and all that stuff. And today, honestly, I don't know which one I'm doing. We're gonna see. We're gonna let Jesus take the wheel. I can definitely do a brow routine for you guys if that's something you want to see. I guess we're doing cut a bitch Instagram fleeky brows today. I'm gonna carve out the brow a little bit with my Anastasia concealer in 1.5. I'm gonna just grab that with a little liner brush. Tap off the excess right here. And when I carve out my brow, I mainly concentrate the sharpness in the front. Right here. I want that to be really defined, and then the rest I kind of just pass it through. See that? I'm gonna get a bit of that same concealer and buff it into the eyelid to prime the lid and cancel out all those little veins I have. To buff that out, I'm using an M517 from Morphe. I'm not sure what this brush's true purpose in life was, but this is what I'm using it for. I'm gonna set the concealer on my lid so it doesn't crease. With the Wet n Wild contouring palette, I'm gonna use this color. I believe this palette is called Dulce de Leche. I love contouring. I love using this powder. Well, where's the lie, first of all? But I love using this powder to set my concealer. Even if it's on my under eyes, like if I'm doing something like super cash really quick and I put concealer, just and set it really quickly with this. For foundation, I'm gonna use L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte. I really don't use this foundation that much. I use the Pro Glow more because I like more of a dewy look. But today we're going to go matte as fuck. I always want to look like a glazed donut, like a damn churro. The thrill is gone. Oh my god. I love that it's not tacky. I'm gonna use a Tarte Shape Tape in the color Light. I'm gonna set it quickly with the RCMA. I don't know where my brush is, so I'm just gonna use the sponge. I'm gonna make sure I don't have any creases. And just dip the sponge just like that. Using the beauty sponge to set your under eyes helps it melt into the skin. And although a lot of people might be like, powder, water, like what's going on up in here? But it's not gonna make you look cakey at all. On the contrary, it makes your face look so smooth. So do not be afraid of using a damp beauty sponge to set your under eyes or any part in your face where you may crease. Like your laugh lines, here under your chin. Some people like have a heavy bottom lip and tend to crease right here or right here from like the like expression. I'm gonna bronze up the face using the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer, and I'm using a Morphe M403. I love the subtle bronze and like slight contour that this bronzer gives. It has a gray undertone, so it helps make that like shadow effect. It makes your cheekbones look bitch. That double chin better go on somewhere. Bye, girl. For the transition shade, we're gonna grab this color right here. I love it. It's so beautiful. Reminds me a little bit of Chickadee from Makeup Geek. It's so pretty. Perfect transition shade for an orangey warm look. Then I'm gonna grab with a smaller blending brush. I'm gonna grab the M433 and I'm gonna get this right here, this color right here, or all three, whatever. And I'm gonna pop it in the outer corner, bring it just a little bit lower than how I had it before, and back and forth, back and forth. Blend that into that orange. But this way we're adding some like depth right there in the outer corner. What the hell was that? I wonder if you guys heard that. Something just tapped on my window. Then we're gonna go in with an even tighter blending brush. I have the Sigma E25. And I'm gonna grab this deeper brown. I'm not in the shot. This deeper brown right there. And then this time, we're gonna place it right in the outer corner and just keep the blending to a minimum. Instead of blending all the way into the inner corner, we're gonna keep that blending right there on the outer corner. Just go back and forth and concentrate it in the outer corner. So going from that transition shade, then to the lighter brown, then to the darker brown, you see how we're creating that gradient effect? We're creating depth and looking like little thotties. I'm gonna grab the Morphe I'm gonna grab the R41 from Morphe. I'm gonna go in with that that, or a little bit of that orange and a little bit of this brown, and blend it into the lower lash line. Almost forgot there for a second. And keep a light pressure when blending that in so that it doesn't look too harsh. It just looks all smoked out on the bottom. Then I'm gonna grab that same brush that we used to blend out the transition shade. I'm gonna use it and just blend out the bottom really softly. And I'm gonna use that brown only, not the orange. And go back in very softly. Then we're gonna grab from this darker brown right there, the same really tight blending brush, this one right here, the E25. Maybe just dab it in a little bit of black if we're feeling saucy. And just blend it in right there into the crease very softly. Then grab the same brush we used to blend in the transition shade and blend that super softly. You always want to keep a light hand so that you don't force the product to like the other side of the eye and then you're gonna be looking all crazy. You don't want to do that. You want to just blend it very softly. Then we're gonna get super saucy and we're gonna grab that gold. We're gonna grab that gold with a MAC 242. That's just a flat eyeshadow brush. We're gonna pack it on the lid, not going over the part where the black is. This gold is so pigmented, I literally want to bathe in it. I want to bathe in this shit. It is so pigmented, and that's without wetting the brush. It does have fallout though, I am gonna say that, but this is something I expect with any shimmer shades. And I did not put any powder. Let me get that. I didn't put any powder under my eyes. I didn't think of it at all. So if this ever happens to you that you already set your under eyes, you didn't leave it baking so that everything could fall on the powder, you just grab a small taper brush. This is an e.l.f. brush and I think it cost me like $1. I'm just gonna pack it on right where all the fallout is. And then I'm gonna just brush that away. Have mercy. This powder makes me sneeze. There's like a little fly on my light. Bye. Be gone. I'm gonna use a felt tip liner to just create a line. You could do a wing. I'm not gonna do a wing. Maybe not. Waiting for my lashes to dry. I've been wearing these lashes non-stop. I need to give them a rest. I forgot to put mascara on before my lashes dry. Doesn't want to put on wing liner because wants the eyeshadow look to be the main focus. Wears bold lashes. I had to put my lashes on off camera because my memory card was full. and I had to wait like 15 minutes for my sister to be able to transfer them to the computer, and it was just a whole mess. So yeah, so my lashes are on. Now let's put on some lip gloss. I don't want to do like a lip that's too overpowering, so I'm just gonna put a nice little mauve brown lip liner. It's Wild Nothing from ColourPop. I'm gonna use Laura Mercier lip gloss in Bare Naked. I realized that the lip gloss I had on before, White Russian, was way too pink for this. Oh my god, I had this back here because this is emergency. Oh my god, I'm so ratchet. Then I'm gonna let it dry just a little bit and then go in with highlighter. For highlighter, I'm gonna use Milani's new highlighter in Afterglow. Look how pretty it is. I don't know if you can see that right there. This is my first time using it, and right now I'm like, excuse me? First, my memory card says it's full. Now, my camera died. I had to sit on my bed, scrolling through Instagram for like 10 minutes for it to charge. I can't live like this. Too much stress. We are finally done. I feel like it took me like 50 hours to finally finish. That gold is beaming. That shit is blinding. Well, yeah, guys, I hope you really enjoyed this look. I feel like this look says Copper Spice to me. Tell me no. Don't forget to leave a like, to give it a thumbs up, to leave a comment, and to subscribe. Bye.